I've been helping parties resolve their complex commercial disputes for over 20 years as a partner of CMS, and I've recently left to concentrate on developing my practice as a full-time mediator. Mediation is a very intense process. It's very hard work for the parties and the mediator, but it is incredibly rewarding, and I look forward to every mediation as a new challenge with unique circumstances, an array of interesting parties, invariably stuck in a complex web. And so helping them unlock that and as happens in most cases, get a resolution all in a day is really very, very satisfying. In my experience, most mediations have got to have three important parts to it. And the first is exploration. You have to let the lawyers explain why their clients are in their respective positions. They're the gatekeepers to the dispute. They're the reason why you're in mediation too. They want a just result for their client. They don't just want any old resolution. So that enables them to steer the process in that direction. And without it, then it will struggle to get to a conclusion. So that's critically important. Secondly, I find that in the mediations I do, it's inevitable the parties are going to reach an impasse. It happens just about every time. And strangely, parties haven't really prepared for an impasse. They haven't thought beyond their bottom line, because an impasse arises when both parties have got their bottom lines and there's a big gap between them. So the skill of the mediator is to hold on to the parties when they've got to an impasse and get them to think beyond it. And that brings me to the third bit, which I call the solution. And the solution is very frequently, because you're beyond impasse, where the parties have got to be imaginative and have got to think of something that they haven't thought of before as a way of resolving their dispute. So it kind of frees them up to think of other issues, think of their interests rather than their positions. And surprisingly, if you can hold on to the parties beyond impasse, settlement is often just around the corner. Well, I've been litigating disputes pretty much all my working life, and therefore I've got an insight into the behaviours of the lawyers, insight into the legal issues and the considerations, but I also see it from the client's perspective as to their need to protect their interests, but at the same time get rid of the pain, the anxiety, the cost, and get looking at the future instead of the past. So all those years of experience are now really standing me in good stead to be able to help parties solve those problems.